the strings louder.
All right, so I came down here to Austin, Texas. My buddy's getting married this week, so I basically just flew from Atlanta straight here. Here's Aaron.
Hello. I'm not the one getting married.
Yeah, he's not the one. But so yeah, you know, from the whole Japan trip, Aaron's the guy who runs the Lone Star Drift Series down here. You know, the Pro-Am competitions, the Texas Street Legal, all that stuff, and he likes buying random drift cars and random cars to do dumb shit in. So. He just got this 2011 Mustang. It's a 5.0. It's a GT, the 6-speed manual in it. It has these, you know, the stock wheels and tires on it are pretty cash. But there's 19s. But yeah, so he's going to a little kind of like a drift demo day type of thing tomorrow, and he just got this thing today. So just unloaded it out of the trailer, and you know, it's wrecked, and it has, you know, some other stuff. So it's got. You know, he's just gonna have some fun with it and do some stuff, but yeah. So now he's just swapping some of his drift car wheels on it, and had to get some different lug nuts for it because those ones didn't like to work. So now I get the Ricer, the tuner lug nuts, but yeah, decent little car, runs pretty good. AC doesn't work, and it has a bullet hole in the dash or in the. But yeah, that's what you get with, you know, these auction salvagey type cars. But yeah, so I think he got a fender with it too. But I'm not sure if he's gonna put. Hey, are you gonna put the fender on it?
Yeah, we're gonna put the fender on.
And then
I've been struggling with the wheels, so
yeah, these wheels have just been being a pain in the ass. One of them like seized themselves on there and then had to beat it up. So I think the fender's gonna go on it, and then pull a little bit of this front end out, and yeah. So what are your plans with this thing?
All right. So I run Lone Star Drift, and I do drift events, and my car always blows up at my own drift events. I had such good luck for so many years with cars, and recently I have an SR car that I love to death. But the head has blown up nearly like 6 or 7 times.
Rocker arms on it?
Yeah, rocker arms in the past year or two. I don't want to get into it too much, but
yeah,
I'm not a good mechanic, and I was not capable of keeping it together myself, and I wasn't working on it or anything. So I would take it out to St. Louis and it would blow up, or I'd take it to Houston or Austin or wherever. And especially when you take the car a long distance, it really sucks. So I've kind of been over it a little bit driving my own stuff this year because it blew up at the first event, I think, and then I really haven't driven much. So I've been doing all my drifting in Japan because, again, that's a lot less stress for me over there because I can just drive as much as I want. And with my JZX 100 over there, you were over there with me. That thing just ran and ran and ran and ran for literally 1,000 laps. And I keep telling people, like, I drove that thing for 1,000 laps over 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And November last year, and then this year I went back and then I drove it again for like 5 days, and I'm gonna go back again and drive it a ton, and the thing does not break unless it's like I had a knock sensor go out, which was no big deal. Just change it was an $8 part or something, and then drive. So I was thinking, even though this thing is super heavy and my normal race cars are, you know, super lightweight, I didn't care. I just wanted something that I turn on pump gas, not even E85.
Too bad the AC didn't work though.
Maybe I can make that work.
That'd be so awesome sitting in line.
Yeah, I just want to turn the thing on and drive, and that's it. And if it's not the fastest thing, that's okay. I'll put a racing seat in it, knuckles.
What about a cage?
Coilovers, no cage or anything right now.
Not yet.
I can kind of, at my own events, drive whatever I want as long as it's safe.
Yeah.
So I don't really have to worry about a cage and everything. I'm a little bit special. These things do have amazing door bars and stuff in them, and I don't think it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
I'll eventually probably put a cage in it or something if I really want to go hardcore, but just for driving, I just want to drive, and I thought that this thing would be fun. And then, by the way, I was looking for a 2008 HR350Z.
Yeah.
And this thing was literally cheaper.
Yeah, just popped up.
it just popped up, so I just wanted to try it out.
Yeah.
And these things are supposed to be pretty good. The 5.0s are supposed to be rad. So
Oh yeah, they make like 420 horse from the factory.
yeah. It's so heavy though, it doesn't feel fast.
Yeah. And this one has an exhaust and everything on it too. And I was trying to convince Aaron to sell it to me too, because I kind of, now looking at it, I kind of want it. But
If an hour ago with that lug nut on there like that, you probably could have got it for cheap. Are those tight?
the bad thing is I'm just down here, and you know, getting it back up here would be the issue. But yeah, so now it has the rear wheels on. I'm gonna swap the front ones. Let me set light. Is that mine?
No, it's mine actually.
Didn't you two have those shitty ass camcorders? And you insisted you didn't need to make HD videos.
Are there,
Some random nuts and bolts laying around.
There are. Alright, we can do this.
I'd probably just put the back one in and then like zip tie it to the bumper.
Oh, he has my light.
Trevor, can I get some light right here?
Yeah. Just needs to go underneath that side skirt.
That needs to come out.
I think it's gonna go on this side of it. This side? Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Wow.
What do you know?
Fuck yeah. It's fixed. Now you just needed a 10 millimeter
Probably just
nut,
10 mils.
nut and bolt horde.
Did you tighten all of them?
Tell him what's going on. How you doing?
Is this for the YouTube channel?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Everything's got to go on the.
Maldonado TV goes to Texas.
Yeah, I know. Can we show them the thing that's under there?
You can. It's not real pretty, but whatever.
Oh, boy.
Pretty to me.
Yeah, it's pretty enough. Oh, there's some rocks in your turbo right there
Are there?
on the bottom. Do you not run a filter on it?
Oh, I do usually, but
You just wanted the pretty sounds?
no, I had to take it to.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Just took it off today just to.
So I was seeing in one of Aaron's videos, you're a cheap bastard and you sold your GTE valve covers in exchange for these ones.
$500 plus these back.
Damn!
It's a quarter of the cost of the
I'm gonna
motor.
sell mine now. Holy shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's why $600 for those is actually a deal.
Yeah,
Stock ones are $500.
that's crazy.
It might not be $500 anymore, but.
Yeah. So yeah, a long time ago when I first came down to Texas, I seen Fielding's car here. And, you know, I guess this thing's been in here for, what do you say, almost 3 years with no issues?
This is the third year, yeah.
But 3 years just beating the shit out of this thing.
Yeah, beating the shit.
And it's like 450 to 5 something,
it's
somewhere in there.
It's 19 pounds of boost on a 3582 with the 85.
Yeah, on the, got the ECU master
Yeah, I turned it down.
in there. And yeah, you're gonna be driving tomorrow at that little event thing. So we'll hopefully get some shots of this thing tomorrow out there sliding. I'm really jealous that he actually has his door panels kind of on here over the top of his cage. And but yeah, so this is a Slide Life garage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Julian, he was in Japan too when we were there, but that's his S14. He has an SR in it, and then this is a little a Fielding daily project, and it's got random motors and shit. HKS, pretty things.
Put him back in!
Oh, this thing.
Supposed to do a diesel, I thought.
They say that every year.
All right, so we got the fender on there.
Oh, they're doing a 2
Got it pretty lined. Got it all sitting on the ground. Pile of wheels. Fielding, oh, focus. Fielding's doing a quick little toe adjustment on his thing, and then he's gonna load it up. But yeah, I think we're gonna go home for the night, and then hopefully go see these things tomorrow. Give her a rev. I think the exhaust sounds weird.
Why would get messed up body wash? Looking for a crowd, man.
Alright, so they've been here. We got here. What the hell time is it? It's like 10 something. 10, almost 20, 10, 17 or something. But anyhow, we're at Harris Hill Raceway. Got a bunch of Miatas pretty much everywhere. And so yeah, Aaron, he just he turned off the traction control. I guess it was doing some weird stuff, and you have to hold it for like 11 seconds, like the little button to actually turn it off. I guess he was kind of sliding a little bit, and then it just basically kind of spun out and did some weird shit. So, but yeah, so we're gonna walk up now and go get some more footage. But he's just cruising it around. What Aaron did. Uh-oh.
Passing zones, just like we always do. Is this your personal stash, though? Or just...
No, it was left over from a...
He'd asked me where I was going. He said Harris Hill Raceway. He's like, what do you do out there? I'm like, I race Miatas. Anyway, let me out.
He tried to transition.
I got written.
And that's not Aaron driving. He's watching.
God, that hood weighs so much. What? Just scooped up on the food.
So what's your opinion so far on the drift car, the Drift 5.0?
They're heavy and boaty, and there's a bunch of things that you would need to change, and I'm deciding if I want to change enough to make it work.
I think you should. I think it's like, it's definitely worth it. To have that reliable of a motor than something that came in from the factory,
Yeah.
I would. It'd be cool if it was a 15.
There's nowhere to take
weight off.
weight off, except like just take the hood off.
I'd leave that on.
I know.
I just deal with the big heavy ass boat is what I do. Take weight off the rear.
It doesn't help that much. It makes it
Yeah.
come around harder.
So you're saying it's kind of weird in transitions? It doesn't self-steer and it doesn't...
No, it doesn't self-steer like a 240, and it just comes around really hard and has very little steering angle, so it kind of just spins. It
Yeah.
would be easier to drive with a little bit different caster. Obviously, it builds up a bunch of weight as it transitions and like settles on one side, and then when you go to transition, that weight unloads and comes back the other way very like violently and causes the car to spin around.
Yeah.
So you can either try and like be much easier on the gas pedal and everything, and try and, you know, if you come off the gas pedal, it releases the weight when it transitions easier, but without it self-steering and doing all these other things, it's kind of hard to drive right now.
Yeah.
So by changing spring rates and, you know, like
Yeah.
just coilovers basically and all that stuff to stiffen it up so it doesn't do that so much. But that makes it super easy to drive on the road course. Like, it's so easy to bomb around at full speed on there.
So an update on the stuck tractor. They got it out. They came over here with the backhoe and toted it out, and we missed that shot. All right, so what is this?
This is a 2007 Mazda Miata MX-5. It's our like drift, track, grip, everything mobile all in one.
Yeah, it seemed like it was doing pretty good out there.
It has a 2.5 liter swap from a Mazda 6 or Mazda 3 hatchback, Ford Fusion, Ford
Yeah.
Escape, all that motor. It's just a Duratec Ford motor. It's a stock internals, has a Garrett 2867 billet turbo. Probably like 13 pounds of boost, makes a little under, probably like 380, 350-ish right now.
That's pretty good.
On high boost, we can get up to about like 400
Yeah.
with some bigger tires and stuff like that.
What have you had to do as far as like the suspension in the front to get angle out of it?
I had, my friend made me custom knuckles for the front.
Basically
As-
just cut and weld type of things?
Yeah, it's a little bit more in depth for that
Yeah.
because we had to space a lot of stuff out to get some clearance because obviously there's not a lot of room in there, but we got about close to 60 degrees at angle.
It's pretty good. That's pretty cool. And then just what ECU and stuff, or is it just factory with kind of like
It's a factory ECU. It has just a ECU Tech race ROM on it programmed. Mike from Moto East tuned it. He's my friend out in Florida. It's been really reliable. It's all stock motor.
Yeah.
From the factory, it comes with forged rods, forged crank, dished pistons, like pretty low compression ratio. So it's a good motor to be boosted. We've been running this setup for probably about 10,000 miles.
Oh wow. And you drive it on the street and everything too?
Yeah, that's like 10,000 street track, everything.
Wow.
We did 2 seasons of Lone Star Drift with it.
Yeah, I seen you out there. I think it was 2 years ago when I think it was when it kind of first came out.
Yeah, when we ran it for a season in A and then realized that it wasn't going to keep up, so we swapped it and turboed it.
That's pretty cool. Right on. All right, so Aaron, he's putting this thing away and we're gonna go eat. But so yeah, that'll be pretty much the end of the little drift Mustang on my channel. I'm sure Aaron's gonna be doing some more stuff on his channel, the Lone Star Drift channel, trying to mess with this thing and bring it up to drift spec. He says it's just real heavy, but yeah. So either he's gonna continue messing with it, or Aaron, you're gonna sell it to me, right?
If you want to buy it, you better buy it before I put money into it.
Well, I'll let you put a little bit of money into it, get mad at it, and then sell it to me.
I don't sell things cheap though.
Oh, cheap enough.
It's cheap enough right now. As soon as it gets coilovers and stuff, the price goes up.
That's fine. Then it'll already have coilovers on it when I get it.
That's true.
I really do want to try it though.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I told him that you're gonna be doing some updates on your Lone Star Drift page.
Oh, thanks.
Or your YouTube
Yeah.
and stuff. So hopefully they'll be able to see a little bit more, either that, or maybe it'll be to me, or it'll just disappear off the face of the earth and nobody will ever see anything ever again.
Probably not. I'll probably drive it.
Yeah.
It needs a hydro e-brake and it needs weight taken out before the next event.
Yeah, and I
I'm
think
sure they make.
and knuckles.
They set up on the outside of the turn to fucking drift.
Oh, that looks
Knuckles.
retarded.
Yeah. He was cutting some brake rotors on the lathe. You gotta be the middle of his eye.